Hey guys, SJ here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about things I would recommend if you guys want to shop anything at the Sephora VIB sale. So at first I wasn't going to do it, and then I started to see Alexa Blake and Kait do their videos and share with it on Instagram what they were passionate about, and then I got to look at my kit and I figured I want to share mine too. And I actually had a very different idea on the sale this year as opposed to the years before. So I always, like a month leading up to it, I kind of like add stuff to my cart mindlessly and I start to remove some. And this time I started to really look at my makeup habits and what I like to put on and what I spend money on sometimes that I don't necessarily get the most use out of. So today is gonna really be about those products that I use and the things that I would recommend you getting if you have that same aesthetic as me. With that being said, with everything that's going on right now, I'm not encouraging you to go spend money that you do not have or that you can't spend on right now. I'm just simply sharing things that I really love, that I got at Sephora, that I'm obsessed with, that I would get over and over and over again. So if you guys want to know what I would recommend, please keep on watching. So I'm going to start off with complexion. As you guys know, I don't wear a lot of foundation or anything like that, but my favorite has to be the Nude Sticks tinted cover. But it gives you a nice glow. It's not too matte and it's not too sheer, so it gives you kind of like a nice even coverage. Next up for concealers, there's two that are my ride or dies now. The first one is the Becca Under Eye Corrector. So this one, as you can see, I'm panning really hard. It does the best job at canceling out my mama dark circles. And what I find cool about this one is that sometimes I'll add concealer on top of it, but most days I stick with just that and it does a great brightening effect and I don't need anything more. So I love this product. The other one is the Forever Skin Corrector by Dior. So this one is a new one for me. I think I've had it now for about 2 months, and what I love about this one, since I don't wear a full coverage foundation, is this is great for spot concealing. And as you can see throughout this swatch is that it's not glowy. It does have a matte finish, but I like that because things that I want to hide and cover, I wouldn't want them to be shiny or glossy on top. So definitely love this concealer. So it wouldn't be a video of mine if I didn't talk about blush. Instead of showing you guys the entire collection I have, I am gonna share with you a couple swatches between the Nudies Bloom and the original Nudies Matte. Sweet Peach Peony is one of my favorite bloom colors. This one gives a really dewy finish, so I love to use that one when I want a very glossy look and something that is just super glowy. The other color that I really love is Body Language. So this is from the Nudies Matte. When you're looking at the Sweet Peach Peony, you're gonna see that it's a lot more glossy, a little bit more sheer, and Body Language does have a matte finish. So what I actually love to do is on days where I do use the matte, the Illuminati. I didn't swatch this one just because on my hand it just looks like a clear gloss. It does have kind of a duochrome effect to it, but since I'm so pale, like you won't even see it. Since I'm so pale, it doesn't show up on my skin, but I really do love mixing this with my Body Language. It just creates that gloss that the Bloom naturally does on its own. The two other nudies I'm going to talk about is the Sunkissed and the Bondi Bay. So these two are considered bronzing, but I use them for totally different things. So when I want to sculpt my face, which is normally just a little bit in the hollows of my cheeks and around my jawline, right now I'm using the tinted blur stick, but I wouldn't recommend buying the tinted blur stick for contouring just because there's a lot less product in the tinted blur stick as opposed to the Nudies Matte. And I've had this one since the beginning of the summer and I'm starting to run out, but I'm trying to finish up my tinted blur stick first. When it comes to bronzing, I really do love Sunkissed. Sunkissed is a nice brick color. I have a swatch beside Body Language for it. I find actually Sunkissed with Body Language is an amazing mix. You get the most blushy, sunburnt vibes, which I'm really into. So when I'm not using Illuminati, I love to use the Dior Backstage Face Glow Palette. This is like a tongue twister. Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. What I love about this one is that it's not too glittery. It creates the most amazing glow. I'm actually wearing it today on the high points of my cheeks and by my nose. Although my makeup was done this morning and now we're in the middle of the afternoon, so it's not as fresh as it was this morning. But what I love about this one is that, as you can see from the swatches, they do look super glowy on, but I can also use it for my eyes also. So if I'm going on a trip or anything like that, or if I'm going to visit my in-laws, I love to just take that palette and it can be a one shade and done for my highlight and for my eyes. All right, so the next product I'm going to talk about is what I was thinking about when I was purchasing things for myself at the VIB sale. At first I was putting palettes upon palettes upon palettes, and what I learned in the past week and a half doing Shop My Stash is that I love building my own palettes, and I'm pretty basic when it comes to my eyeshadow. So today is a little bit crazier for me wearing mustard. Thank you, Katie Jean Hughes. But what I love about creating my own palette is that I realized that I love a good basic neutral palette, but adding kind of like that pop or that standout color on top of it. So I'm gonna share with you guys some eyeshadow palettes that I absolutely love, that if you were to remove my entire kit from me, I would be happy with what I kept, aside from my ColourPop Build My Own palette, because I would never want to get rid of that. So the first one I'm going to share with you guys is the NARS Afterglow palette. So this one is amazing just because you get your matte colors, you have some transition shades, but you have these amazing topper shades that I'm swatching right now so you guys can see. And they have dimension to it. They're not just simple shimmery shadows. They just really elevate your makeup look. So I really do love that NARS Afterglow palette. It's definitely a must-have for me. If you want to go more on the affordable route and you want to have something a little bit basic, the Natasha Denona mini palette are a staple for me. So my two favorites are the Natasha Denona Mini Nude and the Mini Star. Actually, the Star palette is my dream palette that I probably will never buy but always lust after. So what I find really amazing about these palettes is that you are gonna have that nice, easy, neutral transition shade for your crease, but then you have the most amazing multi-dimensional shimmery shades that just make your eye from just natural nude to wow, there's something special about those eyeshadows. So those two palettes are definitely just amazing. And you know, I have the VIB palette, which is a lot more expensive than these ones, and I reach for these ones a lot more than my VIB palette. I do love my VIB palette, but I could live without it. All right guys, so we're coming near the end of my recommendations. The next ones that I'm going to talk about are just topper shades. So by what I was talking about before, I'm a neutral person, but I find that lately what I'm really gravitating towards is adding that extra wow to my eyes. So two of my favorites are the Hourglass Scattered Light, and the shade that I have is Ray. I would own every shade if I could, but I find that that looks amazing. Actually, I never tried it as just a one shade and done, but my friend Julia on Instagram, I'm going to put her information down below, she used it the other day just all over her eye, and I thought it looked so amazing. And I mean, just look at it swatched on my hand. It's perfect. And the other one that I'm going to swatch right beside it is the Solstice by Urban Decay. This shade is wonderful. It's very close to ColourPop Glass Bull. It's an amazing shade. I love it, love it, love it. The last two things I'm going to talk about, and one of them, I mean, I love it because I own it, but I find it's a little bit expensive for what it is, so I mean, take advantage of it during the sale, is the Nude Sticks eyeshadow sticks. So the one that I have right now in my hand is the Nudity eyeshadow, and that one is a great one shade and done. It has a nice shimmer to it. I didn't really swatch it with my swatches, but I'll show it to you guys right here. It has nice dimensions, so when I'm blurring it out, it just gives you like a nice sheen to your eye, and you can also build it up around your lash line if you want. It's a great shade. Is there something you can find that's a little bit less expensive? Like those sticks do tend to be expensive. I think for Canadians, it's about $34 one eye stick. I mean, they do last for a long time, but I find that you can maybe find better. But I mean, I'm putting it in here just because I do love it and you can get it with a discount. But when it comes to these, I find that getting a kit from Nude Sticks, or there's some sold also at Sephora, is the best bang for your buck. Last is the it's the Nude Sticks lipstick. I feel like I'm just talking about Nude Sticks, but I mean, look at my account and you will know that I love Nude Sticks. But this one is something that I kind of was just, all of my products of these were gathering dust, and then a couple weeks ago I started using it more and I actually love these. So what I love about these is that they kind of counteract as a lipstick in a cheek color, so you can have like your whole face being a little bit more monochromatic. So this one is Purity. Purity is one of my favorite shade to put on my lips, kind of like my lips but better and a little bit darker. And what I love about it is that once I blend it in, I love to use it as a blush. And sometimes I'll even start with Body Language and add Purity afterwards, and it kind of creates like a nice dimension. I think that's what's fun about Nude Sticks, is that you can layer colors over another and create your own kind of blush lip color. So I find that really fun. So I really do love this. And guys, that's it for my recommendation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If I named something that you guys really love, please tell me down below. What are the things you guys are shopping for? And would you guys want me to film a what I got from the VIB Sephora sale? I could talk forever, but I will let you guys go on that note. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.